Well, I think all you have to do really is read about what the dangers are. When I lived in West Deptford, there was a railroad track less than 2 miles from my home. And then I learned about the possibility of the Gibbstown, what do you call it, dock, where they were going to bring these big ships and export it, and it would be going right by my home practically.
That scared you?
And that scared me enough to start reading about it, LNG. And I did a lot of research on it, being a university librarian, and I saw this was no good. Well, yes, there were so many different aspects to the dangers. There would be the fact that it is, if there's an accident, it can be catastrophic. When there's a train that even gets a little leak, I found out the explosion could be humongous, I mean really big. So not just at the train track, but also at the dock in Gibbs, which was supposed to be in Gibbstown. I've seen pictures of the ships, and the ships had huge, they were just big, really big, and they're talking about docking this and sending trains filled with this stuff right through a very populated area of the country. And then I started reading about not just the dangers, and they have had explosions, so in my opinion, accidents are guaranteed to happen at some point because things happen. But also the chemicals that are used or created during the process of fracking the gas even are very bad for the environment. Basically, LNG is methane. It's highly explosive, and it's very bad for the climate. I mean, really, there's nothing good about it. There's so many poisons that are benzene, what is it, ethyl benzene or something like that, that are byproducts of the process of fracking. And I mean, I know what benzene is like because it caused my mother's cancer. She worked with it. So these are not good chemicals to have in any process. But then just the fact that an explosion that is so quick with just a little leak in a train, and it would probably kill a good number of people in the neighborhood. So that, and of course, and I'm very big on the climate change issue, and I do think it would make the climate chaos increase at a faster rate, and we don't even need it. This country, they're talking about just exporting it. This country does not need it, and the investors in it are just out there for the money. You know, they know a lot of this too, but they just want the money. So instead of putting the money and the time and the research into green energies, people want to continue with this stuff. I think it's pretty much a catastrophe waiting to happen. I do keep track of the pollution in this area of the country, and we have huge amounts of pollution, particulate matter in the air, and this would only make it much worse, such as, well, not to mention carbon dioxide, but the N-hexane. I don't even know what these chemicals are, except the benzenes. I know them. So I look at the particulate matter in the air online every day, and I know that this will make it much worse if we keep using this kind of fuel. So it's just unneeded, and accidents from LNG have happened, and the transport of LNG in our neighborhoods is going to be an accident. because we have train accidents, we have all kinds of things. And having those big ships across from Philadelphia, it's insane, and it's really not good for humanity in general. I'm doing this because I have a child, and I do not want my child to end up with the results from all this. So.